Hey everyone, welcome back. I am LimeWire Virus. Today we are going to kind of go over New World and the changes that have happened in New World since release to now that it's on crossplay with Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Um, and kind of what I experienced, at least for myself, with released New World and current New World Aeternum. So on release, I would say New World was extremely unoptimized. It was a complete mess. It was long queues, trying to get in and play with your friends. You might get on a server that had big streamers on it. You're sitting in queue. Go to bed, you wake up, you're still in queue, right? It just was not a very good and enjoyable experience. That being said, I do feel like Amazon Game Studios really did well in trying to rectify that. They created more servers. They allowed for free character transfers, so that you could get on and play, as opposed to sitting in queue with adding the more servers and everything like that. So I do give them credit there. Amazon really stepped in and tried to do the best with the situation they had. The main story quest, I want to go over the main story quests and the questing in general on release. The main story quests were underwhelming. Wasn't an enjoyable quest. It was extremely spacebar Andy for me. I didn't really get sucked into the story at all. The story now, they have completely revamped it. The story is better, but not by much. I really cannot get into the story as much as I wish I could. It's just mid. That being said, main story quests were extremely non-rewarding on release. You would have to go back to town and do what was called town board missions to try to make up a lot of experience gaps where you couldn't continue the main story quest because you didn't have the proper level to keep going on the main story. Side quests didn't give a whole lot of rewards. The experience was just a lackluster. Now the MSQ gives, I feel, significantly more experience. There's way less town board grinding. So it just feels a little more fluid to go from zone to zone, at least from what I've noticed so far. I'm only level 40 something currently. But as of right now, it feels significantly better in that aspect, and traversing the map is way better with having mounts compared to release where we had no mounts and it was just running simulator. It's kind of not an enjoyable experience either. Crafting is still, in my opinion, not rewarding. It's expensive, but you can get tools doing side quests. You can get the mats and create them yourself versus trying to craft them and sell them. Everybody's undercutting each other. You're going to lose a lot of your profit margins. You're not going to gain any profit margins. You're just going to lose all your gold. So the crafting aspect, I think, is still something that needs worked on. It is still something that needs a whole lot of work. It needs a lot of optimizations. It needs to be something that's rewardable as opposed to gear anyway. If you do craft things like tools, it can be okay, especially if you hit a lot of the mods that people are looking for, right? Like more gathering, extra luck, durability or something. I'm not sure. I'm a little rusty on that aspect of what all stats can roll on harvesting tools. But those were like the main ones everybody would craft would be bags, fishing poles, pickaxes, wood cutting axes, basically just all your gathering resources. As for endgame, I do think the endgame in the beginning was okay. The raids were fun when you had friends to do it. People that kind of learned to do it. I feel like it's pretty typical in any MMO when you're doing endgame raids. The endgame raids were fun, just not as rewarding as I wished they would have been. It's about all I think I have currently. So I'm gonna leave it there. If you guys have any different experiences with New World, different opinions on New World, where you'd like to see New World go, drop them down in the comments, right? Like I said, this channel, I'm doing it completely unscripted. I don't like to script things. Let's just take it by the seat of our pants and go with it, man. So, hopefully I'll catch a lot of you out there in Aeternum. Maybe we'll do some raids. Maybe we'll do some PvP. Make some friendships. Catch you later.